Hi, James. My name's Bernice, and I am going to be doing this interview for one of my master's level social work class. And so today we're just going to get to know you a little bit. Um, and yeah, we'll go from there. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay, so before we begin, I did just want to let you know about confidentiality. So basically, anything that you tell me will stay between this room, between us, unless you do disclose anything that is a harm to yourself or to others. Then I will have to report that. But other than that, you are free to disclose as much as you want, as much as you feel comfortable with. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Awesome. So, can you kind of tell me a little bit about yourself? Give me some background information.
Yeah, so I served 5 years in the Marines, deployed a few times. This is my service dog, Daisy, because she keeps me calm. Uh, yeah, I like to work out, play basketball is one of my big things. I play a lot of fantasy football, gambling. My wife and I, we kind of talk about it sometimes, but I've only technically put in about $60, but I've won more. Um, let's see what else.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And how long have you been with your wife?
Now going on. We're married for 4, but together 7.
Okay, awesome. That's a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels very long.
Yeah, what about kids? Any kids?
Oh yeah, I got one daughter. Her name's Jimena.
How old is she?
She'll be 2 in November. 2 in November.
Oh wow, it's terrible twos.
Yeah, it's already started though.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what kind of things do you guys do as a family?
We just came back from a walk today to our park. Um, Target runs. They just I get paid on Friday, so we go crazy, or they go crazy.
I can imagine. And what about for work? I don't know if you had already mentioned that.
Oh yeah, so I work on airplane engines. I used to work on 777s. They're made by Boeing. They're the big airplanes. We converted them into freighters so that way we can move cargo. Now I work on the engine side of things, and that's work with everybody, kind of subcontract with Southwest, Frontier, Airbus. Just a couple of, yeah, a good amount of companies. Safran's one of them that's kind of local, so I can kind of keep my mind open to things to go into these other companies if I, stay successful at this job that I'm at.
Okay. And have you been doing that for a while now?
Probably like a year now. Man, I'm probably like 2 years going strong in the aviation world. I used to work in automotive, working at Nissan and Toyota, mainly the only 2 places, but yeah.
Okay, cool. So I know you mentioned like the gym, and spending time with your family, going on those family walks. What other things do you like to do for fun or just to kind of, take that mental load off of you?
Well, whenever my wife and I were in Arizona, we would go, me and the buddies would go shoot some guns and go to the ranges and stuff. So that kind of took some mind off.
And what about now? Now that you're here in Dallas?
You're just spending time with my family. There's really not much.
I'm sure your daughter takes a lot of your time.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I did kind of want to know a little bit more about your family, or your parents, your siblings. Do you have siblings?
Okay, yeah, I got 5 sisters, 1 stepbrother. My mom and dad are separated, but I got a stepdad and stepmom. Yeah, my 2 sisters, they're in college, both at Texas State. my other two, well, one has epilepsy, so she's not as advanced or as normal. So she hangs out with my dad and my stepmom at their house while they work from home.
Okay.
Yeah, my other sister though, she falls in love fast, so she's already moved in with this one guy, just because she didn't want to be at home with the parents.
Oh, okay. So, kind of getting used to the adjustment of not having her around as much. Okay. So I did want to go over this assessment tool. It falls in line kind of with a little bit of what you told me. It sounds like you have a lot with work and with your daughter and stuff. So one of the things that I think would be a great tool for us going forward is assessing all the areas, whether it be your physical self-care, psychological, spiritual, all the areas, that we're supposed to be taking care of ourselves, right? So just, it all plays into self-care. So we're going to go into these areas and then kind of review the results. Okay? Sound good?
Perfect.
All right. So this first section is physical self-care. So it's a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being you do it frequently, 4 being occasionally, 3 rarely, 2 never, or 1 it never occurred to you. And then if you have any questions in between, just let me know. But basically 5 is you do it a lot, 1 you never do it. So first one, eat regularly, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
What would you score that for 5 to 1? 5. Eating healthy. The hard one. 3 is rarely, 2 never.
I eat healthy depending on how you look at it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but for you, what would
I say I eat healthy,
Yeah, pretty healthy. So 4 occasionally. Okay, exercise.
I exercise.
Okay. Regular medical care for prevention.
I don't trust doctors, so I don't really
Normally do that. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 for never. Get medical care when needed.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
I just got ACL surgery, so I'll say yeah.
Okay. Take time off when needed.
Oh yeah, I love taking time off for work.
So would you put that at 5 frequently or 4? 4. Get massages.
No, I've never. Well, we got to do it at my job that does it.
Okay. So, but for you, never.
Yeah, no, I never. Been.
Okay. What about dancing, swimming, basically any physical activity?
Yeah, I say so.
Okay. So 5.
Mm-hmm.
Take time to be sexual with yourself or your partner. 5 frequently, 4 occasionally. Okay. Getting enough sleep.
Mm-hmm. Say 4.
4. Wearing clothes that you like.
Yeah.
Taking vacations.
Yeah, we take vacations.
5. Would you put a 5 for that one?
Yeah, put 5.
Taking day trips or mini vacations.
That's like a 3.
Okay. Making time away from telephones.
I don't really even be on mine, to be honest, unless I'm sports betting. But
so rarely, like a 3. And then so now we're gonna move into psychological self-care. What about making time for self-reflection?
Mm-hmm.
What would you rate that?
Say 4.
4. Having your own personal psychotherapy. So besides today, had you ever went to psychotherapy?
Mm-hmm.
No. So rarely, or
never.
Never, yeah. Writing in a journal.
Never.
Reading literature that's unrelated to work.
Never.
Do something at which...
Well, maybe I have to read like fantasy football stuff. Okay. I guess that counts.
So maybe like 4 occasionally. Yeah. Do something at which you're not an expert or in charge of.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I'd say that's like a 3.
3. Decrease stress in your life.
Yeah.
What would you rate that as?
4.
Let others know different aspects of you.
There's a lot of questions on this, huh?
Yes. Yes, this is kind of one of our longer assessment tools for self-care.
Okay.
Did you want to go over this by yourself and then we can review it at our next session a little bit?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, not a problem. So the other sections are going to be emotional self-care, spiritual self-care, and then your workplace and professional self-care, as well as balancing. So basically the tool was just to kind of assess where in all of these areas you could work on, to create a more balanced and meaningful life. So that was the purpose of that. And we can, go over it again at some of our future sessions. So I'll give you a copy of this, and then you can complete it and we can discuss at our next sessions. Sound good?
I'm perfect.
Okay. But just basically from what I see from what we've done so far, it looks like you're taking great care of yourself physically. So that's great. You were kind of a little bit lower in that psychological self-care. A lot of it was, 2s and some 4s being occasional. So just so far based on those 2 sections, that's kind of where you're at. Does that sound pretty accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. Sound good. Anything else that you want to disclose or questions about today's, interview?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. So, I did just want to make sure that I understood everything that you did let me know today so that we can, move forward. So kind of just an overview of what you disclosed to me today is that you were in the military, for 5 years. This is Daisy, your support animal. You're married, you have your wife and a 2-year-old daughter. You come from a separated family household. You said you have 3 sisters, with your mom's side. 2 of your sisters are currently in college. And then on your dad's side, you have your stepbrother, your sister who has epilepsy. And then your other sister, you said, just moved out with her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things that you enjoy are going to the gym, fantasy football, and going on family walks with your daughter. And you did mention those Target runs, right? And then in Arizona, you used to go to the shooting ranges.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that I missed from our overview? No.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much everything in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for letting me interview you today. And Daisy's adorable, very well behaved. Well, thank you, James.
Thank you.